This is my fourth Prot Pally PVP video for patch 4.0. This is an extended clip showing me fighting against 3 to 4 opponents, sometimes with no help. And I should note that my opponents aren't that well geared, and that affects the outcome of this fighting. So early on in the fighting, I pop both Divine Protection and Battlemaster's Trinket to keep my health up high, and I put enough pressure on this Ret Paladin that he bubbles. So I go ahead and switch targets, so there's a Frost DK here and also a Holy Priest. So I hit the Priest with a stun, use Word of Glory to keep my shield block and health up high, use the AoE silence, and at this point a Fury Warrior joins the fight. Because I was trying to ninja Stormprite Graveyard and I got spotted. So Fury Warrior intercepts me, I'm stunned, I'm spamming Lay on Hands to get my health out of that red zone where I can get one shot by Hammer of Wrath or Execute. So kiting around here a little bit and trying to keep my opponents in front of me as much as possible. Right here I'm chasing the Red Pally and he's kiting, which was a smart thing for him to do. And in just a moment here, a Holy Pally joins the fight. If she doesn't jump in here off the bridge, I probably would have died. So there's Booth's the Holy Pally. So I'm keeping my health up high, and she heals me, which is a big help. And then I go ahead and decide to pick a target. I get back on the Ret Paladin here, and I'm loaded up to 3 stacks of Holy Power right there, and I've got the Sacred Duty buff. So I spam Wings and then Shield of the Righteous, and you see I get a nice 20k crit there. Keep in mind this Paladin's only running with like 600 resilience. I never get crits anywhere near that big if a player actually has proper PvP gear. So the Holy Paladin Booth seems like she's doing all right, so I go ahead and get on this Holy Priest. He's trying to mana burn her. And then I go ahead and toss Booth's a heal. She's actually doing all right here, but I give her a Hand of Protection, partly just so she knows I'm going to keep an eye on her and keep her health up high. And I can also tell how Boots is doing by looking at the target of this priest here. So I get this priest here pretty low, and Avenger Shield, I'm just building up my Holy Power again, and Avenger Shield is about to come off cooldown right here, so I hit her and immediately start spamming Hammer of Wrath. So I drop her with a Hammer of Wrath, and it's really important against a healer if you get their health low enough to use Hammer of Wrath that you activated, otherwise they'll heal themselves out of that Hammer of Wrath zone. So I'm trying to stay close to this warrior here so he can't intercept me like he just did. And then he's also running with low resilience, so I get a huge 14k crit there with Shield of the Righteous. And one thing you can notice, like in fighting these opponents, I block thousands and thousands of damage throughout this fight. And the main thing is that I'm using good circle strafing techniques. So I'm keeping my opponent in front of me as much as possible, as well as the other players who are trying to help them. So as long as you can keep this front facing by constantly moving around, you can retain your ability to block and mitigate large chunks of damage. So I should have switched off targets here since the DK bubbled himself. And he's getting healed from the priest, so I'm obliged to get back over on this priest. This priest actually is running around with a holy spec, and discipline is definitely far more effective as far as the absorbs and the mobile healing. I use my bubble. The Ret Pally also puts Hand of Protection on that priest I was targeting. So I'm still at full health here, but this 1v3 becomes a 1v4, and I'm in big trouble here because I've blown all my cooldowns. Lay on Hands, Battlemaster's Trinket, Ardent Defender, my bubble, so everything's gone. I'm kiting here to buy time and create a gap. I'm just hoping to get one more player down. I get back on this Pally who I had stunned, but he goes ahead and uses his Lay on Hands there. I managed to get 3 kills throughout this fighting. In my opinion, I shouldn't have gotten any. If these players were better geared or coordinating their CCs and heals better, I wouldn't have dropped anyone. But it did give me a good opportunity to showcase some of the aspects of mobile, meleeing, and Prot Pally play. Hope you enjoyed it.